11 kinds of toxic people that you need to get rid of now. There are many sources of negativity in our lives. Sometimes the circumstances are just far from perfect, and we become unhappy and depressed, feeling like there is no way out of this downward spiral. It's harder to get out of the situation when you are surrounded by toxic people. Toxic people slowly drain you of your vitality. The more energy you spend on them, the more stressed and empty you feel. Some of them create such a negative force in your life that they can turn you into a toxic person without you realizing it. Following to be 11 types of toxic people you should avoid at all costs. 1. The gossiper. The gossiper is an insidious force in any organization. They make you feel like they are bringing you into the fold by sharing delicate information with you. It seems like all they do is gather and disperse chit-chat about other people. When someone wants to talk to you about someone else behind their back, it is almost always a toxic situation. It doesn't add value to your life, and if the gossiper will talk to you, you can be sure that they're also talking about you to someone else. If you think about what you can get from the conversation, it is most likely that these talks will not benefit you in any way. Think about how you'd feel if you knew someone was talking about you behind your back. You don't need that drama in your life. 2. Liars. This might seem like an easy one, but you might be surprised by how many of us hang out with liars. In the past, I've had friends who were huge liars, and I kept them as friends by habit. I was just so used to having them around. I soon realized that liars are the alternate time wasters and distractions in my life. On top of that, I see a liar as someone who tries to negatively alter my reality. To put it simply, if you can't trust someone, or have doubts if you can trust them, then you probably don't need them around you. 3. The manipulator. A manipulator knows what they want, and they'll use you to get it. They don't care about your thoughts and feelings. It seems like the more time you spend with them, the less power you have over your own destiny. Stick around this person too long, and you'll end up doing whatever they want instead of standing up for yourself. Most of us don't act without a purpose, but the manipulator is bent on achieving their mission at the expense of everyone around them. Manipulation can take several forms, but a classic way to manipulate is through victimhood. 4. The judge. So many cultures revolve around shame, and the judge takes full advantage of our discomfort with shame to steal your energy. Regardless of what you say, think, or do, the judge will always have some criticism for you. The judge never tries to put themselves in your shoes. Their only concern is what you did or didn't do. The more time you spend with them, the more depressed you'll be. You can never make them happy, and if their opinion of you influences your self-worth, you're doomed to misery. When you're dealing with a judge, you'll always take the blame. 5. Those who are jealous. Sure, it's sometimes nice to know that someone is a little jealous, because it makes you feel even better about your success. But some people are constantly jealous, they are never happy with what they have, and they will never be happy when good things happen to you. They will keep sending toxic and negative vibrations out of envy. Because from their point of view, that good thing that happened to you should have happened to them. You want to surround yourself with people who will support you and who will help you move forward. 6. Those who play the victim. Those who always find someone to blame for the setbacks in their lives or their mistakes. They don't want to take responsibility, and sooner or later they will end up blaming you too. These people are sometimes hard to identify at once. First, you will empathize with their problems and will try to help them. But their time of need will never pass. Toxic people will make you forget to see tough times as opportunities to learn and grow. You will soon find yourself blaming the circumstances and failing to do anything to change them or your attitude. 7. Those who spread negativity. Is someone who is close to you always angry, resentful and unhappy? If so, you can probably feel them sucking the life out of you by imposing their negativity and pessimism upon you. Being around people who complain 24/7 and always see the life as a glass half empty is not only not fun, it's also dangerous for you. If you hang out with these people too often, you are likely to develop negative thinking yourself or even get depressed. And we all know how important it is to focus on the positive to attract better things into our lives. 8. The emotionless. It's amazing to be around people who have compassion and empathy. Empathy is a great day-to-day skill that will allow you to have more positive interactions and feel better about life. On the contrary, when we are around toxic people who don't empathize, don't show compassion or love, it affects our overall experience. There is just no need for this. 9. Those who waste your time. It's okay to be spending lots of time with those special people in your life. But sometimes there are people who just constantly want our attention, just for the sake of getting attention. They are not helping you develop and grow, they are just wasting your time. Don't let them. 10. Those who are self-centered. There are also toxic people who just pretend to care about you. But sooner or later everything becomes about them. So if you are spending a lot of time with someone, just make sure that they are not just taking, but also giving something in return. If the person is trying to make everything about themselves, they are not worth it. 11. Those who keep disappointing you. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes and we can all be negative, judgmental, self-centered or jealous at times. And that is okay. We are all human. What does matter, however, is that we are willing to work on ourselves, to grow and to try harder to be better people. But if there is someone in your life who is not willing to do that, it is time to get rid of that person. You need to stop allowing the same people to hurt and disappoint you over and over again.